In our case, we have our hardware engineers collaborating directly with Vinted front-end developers to maximize the user experience at lockers.
What's been really cool is launching a solution so quickly in France. Internally at Vinted, we had very ambitious goals to launch a locker network, and Bloqit helped us to roll out very, very quickly lots of lockers.
So we have a close relationship with Vinted. We communicate on a daily basis, have weekly touch points and some workshops along the year.
We're kind of iterating on it together with Bloqit, particularly like the readiness to discuss problems that we might be facing and working together to come up with solutions, how we kind of build on the software and help it to meet all the use cases that we're starting to come up with.
We have an interesting setup with Bloqit in terms of software where we build the front end of our lockers, and that allows us to iterate on different flows for our users whilst abstracting us away from the complexities of interacting with firmware and hardware.
Vinted trusts in our engineers and our know-how on smart lockers, on IoTs, and all the challenges that come from the IoT world. And we allow Vinted to be part of the solution because Vinted also implements the lockers front end. So it's a win-win situation.
Working with a vendor is always hard. You're two different companies, you have two different internal systems, two different internal communication systems, but by sharing more data with each other, making sure we're in the same Slack channels, having regular meetings and being open about our priorities has made it extremely successful in my opinion in the last couple of months. We've really focused on making sure that we engage together on the problems and we bring Bloqit in closely into the development process to make sure that we're making good decisions.
We are working really closely and collaborating in many different issues and trying to improve altogether the product and the service they are providing, and us being a core part of that service and working so closely has proven to be really successful.
We have two very powerful engineering teams that work together very well.
We have learned a lot, I believe, from both sides, which is a great thing to both Vinted and to Bloqit.
Trust between all parties is critical for leveraging each team's expertise and for focusing strictly on problem solving. In our case, we have our hardware engineers collaborating directly with Vinted front-end developers to maximize the user experience at lockers. Or we have our cloud developers working with their data teams to collect insights on what we should launch next. There's so many other examples out there of the results of these great synergies.
I think the most important thing, it always comes back to this collaboration. It's kind of the two organizations working together. Whenever we're aligning on the same things that we're trying to solve, problems we're trying to solve, we get much nicer solutions, much nicer ways of working together, and really build the experience for the people using the lockers.